Welcome to Violin Adventures number 131. We're going to continue on with our new cello, and also there's a mystery violin. All right, we're going to get all these clamps off. Well, I've got my jars out and I'm going to fill up this white glue because I probably didn't make it clear on the last video, but this glue is nice and clear, so it's not muddy like our previous glue. So I'm going to go ahead and fill up these jars. Okay, here is our cherry lining, and we've got some little pieces here that'll work for the inside, and hopefully this will be enough to get us going. So here's our cherry lining. I use pine, you can use willow, but if you have cherry, and I happen to have cherry scraps. Okay, we just got our heater heated up. I would get that a little hotter if I were working on the ribs, but I'm just doing the lining, which doesn't require so much heat. So we're going to get the lining bent. Okay, I've got all the linings bent. They're not glued in yet, but that was a lot of hard work. And I didn't film much because it was just, get it done type of thing. But you might be interested in what I found out. I had made the linings from cherry, and one was from a very old table, probably over 100 years old, and another was from a newer piece of scraps of wood. Well, I found out that the cherry from the old table would not bend. It refused to bend. I kept trying, and that's this darker cherry, even bending it this much, and it broke. And of course the maple never broke, so this tells me the old cherry is stiffer than even the maple. So I kept trying this old stuff and it just didn't, but I had enough ribs that here, the newer cherry that's lighter, it did fine. It didn't break once. So what I'm going to do now is the glue is warmed up, but I'm going to take a little rest. For some reason, this just really wore me out. And then we'll come back and glue this up in a Okay, we got these, got the lining in and glued, and I used that new glue that I got last week, and it was good. It's very good glue, so I'm happy with it. So we're going to let this dry, and tomorrow we will see about taking down the ribs so that they're flat, so we can trace them on the back. So we'll see how far we get. Okay, it's the next day. We're going to take these all off and get busy and flatten the ribs so that they'll go down nice on the back. Okay, we've got the edges down close enough that now I'm going to go take it to the back and find out where all the high spots are. This is quite a little process, but as long as we're patient and keep working at it, it's going to come out real nice. Okay, our ribs are pretty flat to the bottom. They're not perfect yet, but what I'm going to do is see if we've got it centered on the center seam. So I'm going to check my markings. That's on too. That's very rare that they come right on. So we're going to go ahead and trace this. All right, that's all notched. Now we're done with this for a while because here is going to take a long time. Now to the mystery violin. Well, I have in front of me what we're going to call the mystery violin. This unique couple came to the door and they said they were from West Virginia. They had traveled all this long way for me to look at this violin. I went ahead and said okay and took this project on. This is our unique violin. It has been sitting in a barn, which is a bad thing, and there's cracks all over. The ribs are loose. The back seam is open. This neck is completely in the wrong angle. And I don't know if you can see here. The fingerboard goes like this and the scroll goes like that. Of course you can see it's very, very dried out, but I can also tell that this isn't a really old violin. It's probably, I would guess, in the 1800s, but because it sat in a barn, it really aged. Of course I can find out more once I get it open, but I took it on as a challenge, and let's just see how it turns out, right? So here's our mystery violin. We're going to get this open and just step by step see if we can make it back to its original glory, and hopefully even better. I'll show you guys up close. Here's our mystery violin. Definitely we'll have to redo those pegs. Here's a chip out of the scroll, and some of you were mentioning the chip out of your old violin. That comes from tuning it, leaning it on something and tuning it. Here's the top of the violin. First thing I'm going to do is take it apart and then really wash it up, clean it up. There's the back, open seam. Down here at the end, all open. Very dirty. Lots of bugs were in this case, and it's actually an old shaped case, which I'm going to just throw away because I don't want all the bugs from this case. In here are a lot of different parts. These are terrible, terrible pegs. Here's an old bridge. There's another set of pegs. This is from the old bow parts. So there's our mystery violin. Here it is, Friday. We're having a lot of nice, good rain. Well, let's get in and see what's going on. Here we are in the shop. Here's our cello top and back. So this is cut out. It's still a bit rough. So I'm hoping that we can start carving maybe next week. Over here is our cello sides, and they're just going to wait until we need them, which might be a while. And here's our mystery violin. This one I have a lot of questions about, and I'm curious if there were a label in there. It might have been eaten by bugs. What are we going to find on the inside? Okay, I've got a few extra minutes. I'm going to go ahead and see if we can get this open and find out what's inside. Wow, being so old, you think this would pop off. Not sure why it's giving me trouble here. Oh, you guys, the inside is so full of webs and bugs. Woo! I'm not sure here. This is loose from the back, so okay, there we go. Oh, you guys, look at that. It looks like there was a label, but it got moldy, and oh, look at the bugs. This is horrible. Can you see? I'll show you up close. We've got webbing. Look at all the bugs all over this thing. And this base bar is not. It's just one carved out of the top is what it looks like. Just full of bugs. Oh, there's a date right there. 1877, December 24, 1877. And this label looks like it's pretty gone. Oh, there's some more writing up there. So I'm going to go and brush off all these bugs and bring it back inside. Okay, here we got all the bugs off, and I just brushed the violin at this point, and I want to clean it next. But there is writing in here, and also on this rib there's writing. So in our next episode we'll discover what the writing is. See you next time. Freddie wants to chat.
Hi everyone, I'm Freddie, and I have some new projects that you guys sent in to me, so I'm going to put them in the video right here. Ta-da!
This photo was sent in from Mr. Cosman. This is a set of rolling pins with guides to create even thickness slabs of clay for pottery. Thank you, Mr. Cosman. This is sent from Mrs. Jacobson. She is enjoying making puff quilts. Thank you, Mrs. Jacobson.
Are we ready? Okay, so did you like those projects? They're really good, huh? I like them too. So if you have a project you're working on, please send it in, either picture or video, so that we can all see what you guys are working on. And as far as the news around here, I'm working really hard because I'm big and because it's raining outside, so I can't run outside and play very much because it's all wet. But anyway, I'll see you next time. Bye!
The Hebrew Minute. Vayedu ki ata simcha Hashem levadecha alion al kol haaretz, that they may know that you, your name, Hashem, or the Lord, alone, that you alone are the most high over all the earth. If you know where this is found, please leave it in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all your comments, your thumbs up, and thank you to the new subscribers. And until next time, God bless you. Bye.